Because I'm pushing the button. Button has been pushed. Hi, Internet!
Hello!
We are Roll for Trouble, and we are here with our Friday night game, River of Tueriesal. Just as a reminder, next week we will not be having game because 2 of us will be at DragonCon. DragonCon! We're gonna die! So...
Who has social anxiety? Hey! Who's going to DragonCon? Yay!
And that's why I don't go outside.
I will either I'll be in the sci-fi lit track or the Weston Bar. If you see me and you're not a creep, you can come say hi. That would be really weird. But you could do it.
If you are a creep, don't come say hi.
Or if you are Brian and I know you, you're welcome to come say hi.
Brian will definitely be down there if he is not playing D&D.
If he is not playing. Yeah, I don't actually know if I'll make it over to where they're playing D&D. If you see me and you're not a creep, you can Okay.
And if you happen to see me and for some reason think I'm worth saying hi to, by all means, I'll be genuinely surprised.
And now it'd be weird. It's like the time someone recognized my voice from from my podcast. It was fucking weird.
Ink and Brain Monsters, y'all. You should listen.
I should just hire you all to be my...
She's really awesome.
I should just hire you guys to be my hype people.
God.
Well, let's face it, if we had like the little thingies where it's just like the bubble of who we are and what we do, it would be like, Tony, developer, so on and so forth. And then Andy, oh look, it's just, it takes up half the page.
She's written how many books, has been to how many conventions, produces her own podcast, and is like, basically like creative director of our channel.
He's coming. We're playing a
So
serious
game's
game.
canceled tonight because we made Andy
You broke
cry.
the DM. You broke the DM.
Game's canceled.
And, scene, D&D.
So next week we will not have this game. Tomorrow we have Tales from Cyril, so we'll be D&D-ing all weekend. Not Sunday though, because we gotta sleep. And yeah, so I guess I'll do a quick recap of last game and we'll get started before I die of embarrassment. So, last week, our intrepid adventurers made their way, after trapezing down a slight ravine, they discovered themselves in a skeletal cave filled with crystals, and they heeded the warnings written all over not to touch things or to break things or bad things would happen. Badger thought very hard about touching the things, but she didn't, but the thing still touched her.
Yeah, it did.
So Badger has...
It was a bad touch.
It was a very bad touch. It was a -2 strength touch.
Oh, that's right. That's a thing.
Wow.
Ophelia was dealing with a mark on her hand that was occasionally making weird things happen to her, and that mark has then spread to Ezekiel and Ohm.
I'm slightly sorry.
So they've made their way through these caves and entered the town of Old Ashbury, where they first rushed to the docks to look for a boat, and then decided maybe not the best idea to leave while still under these glyph problems.
Glyph problems.
What? Being partially blind and deaf? That's perfectly good for navigating a river.
Fine.
In unfamiliar territory.
More to left. I said left!
Your left or mine?
Yours!
Okay, no, that's right!
That's why you use port and starboard on the ship.
What's that?
That might be worse for Badger.
That's probably going to be worse.
Go north!
We're not in port, we're at a fucking river.
Where's a port?
The stars are up. How do you steer a boat fucking up?
Pull back really, really hard.
Look, I'm
and
more
believe.
I'm more of a Zinfandel guy, not really much of one for port.
Oh, it's gonna be a good night.
Ooh,
Good night.
okay, now
I
we've
feel
reached
it.
peak dad joke. Okay.
Oh, we have yet to begin dad jokes.
And
So our
I don't have hair.
our adventurers have now turned back around to reface the city, where they discovered the only building still sort of intact is what looks to be an old stone temple. And that's where we will begin.
Detect magic.
It's a hot dog stand.
There's a fair bit of magic from the temple area. Actually, no, you can't tell, because it's stone. And it's fairly thick stone.
It's also probably more than 30 feet away.
Yeah.
But around me, within my 30 feet.
Within your 30 feet, you don't.
Hey guys, I
Was
found
I
a
a
piano.
dog? Was I a dog? I was a dog, wasn't I?
You were a dog,
Mastiff,
yes.
Has,
Subwoof.
has that hour run up yet?
No, we were at
No.
like 30 minutes.
Dog.
Okay, dog.
Subwoof.
I feel like I need to get like a headband with like floppy ears.
To remind yourself and everyone else, you are dog. I am dog. I am Doge.
Should we just get various headbands for the various animals we're going to be?
Maybe.
Some of them. Okay then.
So we're
And now
gonna go to
Carolyn's
the-
a furry. Got it.
So we're gonna go to the temple
Whoa.
thingy.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
I'm sorry, badgers are
Moving on.
furry.
Moving
We are
on.
going to the
Moving on.
temple thing. Don't make me make you roll for insanity. Him. Okay.
Is there a door on said temple?
Yes. Even though this building is mostly intact, it's very clear that age and whatever else has sort of destroyed this town has made an impact on it. There are cracks in the stone. It looks like it's still standing, but it's sketchy. Though you can actually see where it looks like someone has tried to patch some of these holes and sort of Mod Podged vines and wood and anything they could get their hands on into these cracks, and is just trying to sort of patch it.
Does it look recent?
It looks fairly recent.
Can I roll a nature check to see how recent?
Yeah.
Because I'm trained in nature, and I want to try out these new dice. 16.
I mean, you would probably say within the past 3 months.
These patches look fairly recent.
Huh.
Something within the past 3 months.
Is
Can I
the door
smell a thing?
You can smell it.
is the door locked?
No, it's actually like the door is kind of, I mean, it's like half rotted. You can pretty
Okay.
clearly like just see through the door.
Oh, okay.
It's not much of a door.
Shall we bother knocking?
It is the memory of a door. 18. Okay, you actually smell a person. You smell like a one person.
You smell
and
people.
You smell a people, a single people. And various animal smells. Deer and dog and snake and turtle. And you can actually notice some of the tracks leading in and out of the building.
I will walk up and down that track area and just like sniffing, trying to figure out like, is there a more recent smell?
Probably the person one smells the most recent, and it smells like pretty recent.
Is it going into the church? Out of the church?
Into the church.
I will crack the door and lean in. Hello?
No one responds to you.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. Hello! I'm going to yell. Hello?
Can I attempt with my dog nose to draw a figure of a person in this dirt?
With your artistic dog nose, yes.
Roll a wisdom to figure out how to use your nose as a pencil.
Quote of the night. Going on to Twitch.
There's not an artistic ability roll.
That's
A combination of wisdom and dexterity.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah, you actually draw like a person, and they look like they're moving towards the building.
I sit beside my drawing and go, "Ruff," and I like
Subwoof,
look down at
subwoof.
it, look up, look down at it, look up.
Anyways, with my loud ass, hello!
There's still not a response.
Well,
I'm just gonna fucking go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like straight up. You say the door's like half there. Just like fucking go in.
Okay.
I thought it was a lovely drawing. Pat, 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 pat. Scratches behind ears.
Okay. So as you walk in, you can see more of the broken areas. There are holes in the ceiling. There's all sorts of, like, it's a pretty crappy building, all things considered, but it's standing and you're pretty confident it's not going to cave in on you. The foyer is decorated with what looks like images of the Ashwoods that you've come from, and it sort of depicts a cycle of fire and then rebirth. And you can see what sort of looks like it might have been the old Ashbury before it all burned to the ground. It's kind of hard to match this image with the rubble that you're seeing, but the temple looks fairly similar, and it looks like it's got almost a protective barrier around it. And some of the other murals are a little bit harder to make out.
Can I roll a religion check?
Yeah.
Because I'm trained in these things. 11.
It looks like a temple.
Sweet. I'm very excited.
I'm gonna say, is there a way into like a sanctuary-looking thing, or
So there are 3 doors that you can see. There's one on the right, one on the left, and one on the center.
Oh, shit, I just realized that was going.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna yell out again for somebody.
So far, nope. Nobody responds. What's your passive perception?
10.
Okay. So you, as you're sort of walking around trying to figure out which door is the best option, one of the murals kind of catches your interest. And at first you think it's just the ash from all the time, but then you notice that it is a mural depicting this army of people in a very familiar black armor to you.
I'm still just trying to find the right door.
That's fine.
Does any of them look like they're more central to the building? Like, I mean, if one's headed off this way, one's headed off this way, usually the sanctuary is like in the middle of the...
The middle door, so there's one, it's basically like a T intersection, and there's one on this side of it, and one directly in front of you.
Okay, so that door, what does it look like? Is it
It's
busted and shitty, or...?
It's actually the largest one. It's solid wood, but it looks like it's been repaired over the years, but it's solid and closed.
I'll butt end of glaive and whack on it.
Okay. So it just sort of...
Like, you know, with...
Whack, 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 whack.
I mean, yeah, with strength 17 fucking going at it.
Okay.
Wonk, wonk, wonk.
Roll damage on the door. Well, first roll an attack. Say the door's AC is abysmal because it's a door.
12?
Yeah, okay.
I swear, if I missed that, I was going to go home.
I think it's more that you're just trying to get past its hardness.
Yeah.
Brown chicken, brown cow?
10.
No.
Okay. So you can feel the door sort of kind of giving way. It's still holding up.
I mean, is it, like, locked or anything, or just...
It appears after you like slam your glaive in it, it sort of rattles, and when it rattles, you can tell that there's a lock on the other side of the door that is engaged.
Hey, Andy. How long have we been in here? Or how long did it take us to get to the church?
Probably not long, like 5-10 minutes. Detecting magic. Yeah, there is magic all over the place in here.
Like, what kind?
So mainly it feels kind of transmutation-y, and one of it is actually a magic you're not 100% sure of.
There's a lot of magic in this building.
Ezekiel's just going to kind of walk around the area, just inspecting it to see if there's anything unusual.
Okay.
Can I roll a perception check?
16?
No.
You perceive your boots.
I see the ceiling and the stonework, and, you know, I notice Ohm
You're
whacking on
very
the door.
distracted by Ohm attacking a door.
I said, just let me know when I can just...
Okay, so you notice that the door on the left is actually cracked open a little bit. Like it's not sealed, and you can smell like stew. It smells like stew.
Walks up, like, peers through the gap.
And so it sort of looks like a kitchen room. There's a long table in the middle that's covered with books, and a sort of a makeshift kitchen over to the side, and there does appear to be a big pot over a fire that's boiling.
Without thinking, Ezekiel kind of opens books. Hey, books!
Did you say books?
No.
Well, he just kind of absentmindedly just walks in. She's like, and Stu, I think somebody lives here.
Oh, well, that's weird. Look, don't be sassy.
Alright, would you like to attack the door again?
10.
Okay, yep.
6.
Okay. You have made a decent hole in the door at this point.
I'll look through it.
It's definitely like an altar room. It's the central chamber. It's kind of falling apart. There's a stone altar in the center of the room. Parts of the ceiling have caved in and are sort of being propped up with pieces of wood. But most everything else has either been rotted away or cut into firewood.
Cool. Then I'll keep on going when it comes back around.
Okay, so you two are heading into the room with the stew and the books. What
Yep.
are you doing, puppy dog?
Currently, I think I'm just sitting and watching.
Okay.
Not quite sure what everyone's doing.
What is your passive perception as a puppy dog?
I think that's based off of wisdom.
Okay, then what is your passive perception?
So my wisdom stays the same. It would be 13.
Okay. So, you don't notice. I would like you to make a dex save.
Nat 20.
Okay. So you, out from the side of the door, vines suddenly shoot out and they grab for you, but you are very easily able to sort of just rip away from them.
I'm assuming I see that at that point.
If you're sitting in that area, yeah.
I let out an alarmed bark.
So, I'm sorry, what just happened?
Heckin' big concern.
Ophelia will come trotting back out. Suspicious music.
The piano is trying to be real intense tonight. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so are you
Yeah, I'm coming back out.
okay? Are you okay?
Puts down whatever book he was thumbing through at that point.
Okay. So suddenly the face of an old woman appears in the hole you have made in the door. What the bloody hell are you doing?
Trying to get in.
What? Who are you?
Hi, we're lost. Sort of.
And breaking and entering?
You didn't answer when we first called out. I'm very sorry.
I'm busy.
Anyways, hi, we're lost. Sort of. We've been kicked out of New Ashbury, or whatever it's called. And we were directed to sort of come here. Anyways, my hand's glowing and I think I'm going to die.
And that's my problem?
Yes, it is now. I'm in your building. Hi, my name's Ophelia.
So, we're actually new to this entire, not just here, but I guess the world. We're told that that's highly unusual, that there's supposed to be a fixed number of people here. We're really confused. We were told to get out of New Ashbury and head to Old Ashbury, and then we found this building. Apologies for putting a hole in your door. Anybody here know mend? Little magic wuju? No?
Pretty sure that's not how it goes, but no, I don't know mend.
Dog is shaking its head.
Anyways, we'll fix your door if we have to. We're very sorry.
So you don't know anything about these glyphs?
I might. Go sit in the kitchen or somewhere else and let me deal with the door.
Alright. Heads off the kitchen.
I'll be there in a moment. Just give me a moment to compose myself.
Ophelia's already headed off towards the kitchen.
And the face sort of disappears from the hole in the door, and you can just sort of hear
Swearing and cursing angrily.
What'd she say? I have keen hearing as well.
yeah, it's not in a language that you know.
Ball.
Ezekiel starts poking through his stuff, trying to see if there's anything that would be, like, helpful to a little hermit lady.
You aren't sure what would be a good housewarming gift for a hermit lady whose door your teammate has broken.
Don't roll dice if you're not doing anything. Stop it.
Unless you're the DM, in which case that's a great way to make the party wonder what the hell is happening.
Alright, so, kitchen. I'm in it.
Okay.
roll in perception and look at the books.
Okay.
Do I have a bonus in perception? I don't remember. Oh, I do. 12.
Okay. Most of the books actually look like they're pretty ruined. They're mostly ash and charcoal at this point.
Oh, this is sad.
It sort of looks like they've maybe been kept here as firewood.
Well, that's depressing. Like, even the books that are out on the table?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's extra depressing.
Alright, what are you three up to?
I guess I'm just gonna do the same thing, just kind of poke through the books. No better.
Okay.
Standing 5 feet from the door, just waiting.
Okay.
Sniffing around.
Okay.
I mean, not like actively looking for anything, but just kind of like just wandering around, nose to ground. And when I don't find anything of important, I just go by and I sit down by Ohm.
So after a few minutes, you actually see the door sort of start repairing itself. And you can hear the old woman muttering under her breath the whole time.
I cast detect magic because it's fun.
There's not really a whole lot of magic within this room.
So it's mostly out in, like, that T-juncture?
That was where it seemed most intense.
Okay.
Okay, dice.
Fail.
After a moment after the door sort of patches itself up, you can hear it unlock and then it opens and the little old lady steps out. I told you to go to the study and sit.
Looks at itself. Is sitting.
That's good dog, but kitchen. I know you understand me.
He looks up at Ohm.
After you.
Weren't you in the kitchen?
No.
Oh.
No, Ohm stayed in the T-juncture.
Yeah, I was like 5 feet back from the door.
Oh. Well, then I would have probably sat at the juncture of the door, like in the doorway.
I'm in the room.
Just kind of like watching him and like making sure that I can also see my other teammates.
Watching all your people.
Mm-hmm.
Are all my humans in one place?
Yes.
Never. Okay, so you see her, she sort of walks out. She's an older elf woman, and she's got a majorly hunched back. And her skin is kind of a very strangely pale color. Not exactly sickly, but it's not really a color you've seen on a living thing before. Her hair is mostly gone. She's got a couple patches of hair still hanging on her scalp, but otherwise she's pretty bald. And glaring at you. I'm getting food before I talk to y'all. So, you can stand here all you want.
Dog moves, trots in.
I'm just saying that when these glyphs start doing crazy things, it's your fault if you're going to take a long time.
I will deal with it in a moment. You're fine. And she kind of walks past you into the kitchen. I don't know if I have enough bowls for all of you, but I guess you can eat stew off of plates.
Oh, no. Thank you for the generosity, but I wouldn't want to impose.
I mean, you did already.
That's fair, but I'd rather not make it worse.
Alright.
Opens up his flask. Would you care for some? I'm not very good.
Yeah.
Well, in exchange for food, after we broke your door, something we can do for you.
I mean, you could leave.
Well, beyond that. We're obviously going to leave at some point.
Just let me eat. Y'all are interrupting my dinner. I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Who exactly sent you here?
Well, first we were going to New Ashbury with Ivy, the gatekeeper.
Ivy.
Yeah, she died. It was very unfortunate.
Shoot, what now?
She died. She burst into green flames.
Shit.
I'm told people don't come back from that.
Nope.
So anyway, she burst into flames. We tried to put her out, and unfortunately she died in the process. Then our good friend Ohm, is Ohm even in the room, or are you still standing at that T-juncture?
I'm standing in the doorway.
Our good friend Ohm gestures to doorway. was told by Muriel, was it?
Yeah.
That we needed to leave New
Oh,
Ashbury.
Muriel's still alive. That's good to hear.
Yeah, apparently her, whatever actual person runs that town didn't actually take too kindly to us being there, so we should have left.
Oh, Annalise a bitch.
So we've heard a couple of times that Annalie is in fact a quote bitch.
Yeah, they gave us a map. They said, yeah, we needed to get basically to the other side of the mountains, to Old Ashbury, and get a boat and leave, but we don't know. Well, the map doesn't go any further, and we're at a loss.
And you're glowing.
Well,
yeah,
my hand's glowing.
we were in the forest. It caught fire. We ran into a cave full of these weird crystals and possibly a bunch of undead. We did our best not to bother anything. And
Good call.
now,
I wrote lots of warnings over there.
Oh, that was
were
you.
the
Well,
kind
thank you very much. We did read those.
Good to know people still read.
So
Did you
yeah.
write the bit that was, and then he recites the poem?
Mm-mm. That was there when I got here.
Ah,
How long have you been here?
no one
Hard
ever
to tell.
remembers how long they've been here.
Longer than most of the people here. Alright. Your glyphs. I don't know if I can permanently stop them right now, but I should be able to lengthen out the effect so it doesn't hit you quite as frequently.
That would be very helpful.
Okay.
Ophelia volunteers herself for tribute.
Okay. So she pulls some herbs from one of her bags and
Okay.
she actually holds them in her hand and burns them and sprinkles the ash on your hand and closes it with hers.
Mhm.
She recites a few words that you don't know, and your hand feels better. The glyph is still there, but
Detect magic is still going.
yes, it's a ritual that you can't quite identify what magic
Okay.
this is.
Okay.
It feels very much like the world itself. It's a strange magic that you are not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel in any way druidic? Yeah, it seems druidic to you. Okay, next.
Slight rewind. As soon as everyone's kind of focused on Ophelia and everything, after she says, I don't know if I'll be able to actually get rid of them, like I say, everyone's attention's over there. Ohm's going to go back out the building.
Okay.
Take off his chain top, and he's going to get out his gladius, and he's going to cut this fucker off.
Okay.
You mean cut off like the chunk of flesh where the emblem is appearing?
Yup.
Okay.
That's disgusting. All right, have fun with that.
Okay, roll an attack on yourself.
I would also assume that there's a constitution check to not scream, but
I missed myself. I don't fucking
Well,
know.
it's more you're aiming and you're kind of like, okay, I got this, and then the blade gets close and you're like, fuck, okay, I don't got this right now. Deep breath, okay.
I mean, I'll take like a nat 10, to add 10 on it. I'll just sit there and just like, nope.
Okay. Roll damage on yourself.
7.
Okay. And I would like you to make a con save to be quiet.
Ten.
Okay. So you make a little bit of noise. It's not like a full-on scream, but you're slicing off a chunk of your flesh. So you're definitely like whimpering is maybe not the right word, but you're making noises of distress.
Yeah, that's also why I
Went outside. Yep. And you are bleeding profusely, but the mark appears to be off of you.
Cool. I've got lay on hands for my 7 back.
Boop.
Blech.
Okay.
Sweet.
It's like, oh, I have a bloody, spot on my chest. No, I
no, I don't.
Okay.
Just
Next.
wipe this off.
I suppose that's me. But where actually on his? You mentioned that it was somewhere
It's
on the
probably
life. Oh, like on the back of the
yeah.
calf. The not fun part. Okay.
Yeah, the not fun place. So she'll sort of do the same thing with you. She has you sit down so that it's easier to manage. But she actually has you sit on the table so she doesn't have to kneel quite as far down. And she does the same thing with the ashes on your leg. And it feels better. Like it's still kind of there, almost like a mosquito bite sting, but it's not so distracting.
It's a mighty nice process you got there, man. Thank you. Any clue what caused this? I mean, first she got it, then I got it, then Ohm got it.
So I woke up from a dream with a book, and I'm going to pull out the book and put it on the table. And I sliced my hand in the dream with picking up this book from a library, and a very helpful librarian. I can't read it for some fucking reason. So there.
Okay, that sounds like a personal problem you need to work through.
I can read lots of things, just not this, for whatever reason. I don't understand the language that it's in.
Okay.
Anyhow, do you have any idea what actually causes these by any chance?
So, as far as I can tell, there's a corruption going across this whole place. And that's what all this is from.
Awesome.
And I'm trying to figure out a way to fix it. But I don't know if I can. The rest of my coven died trying to fix it. And I'm all that's left.
I say at this point, I'm assuming 30 minutes is up, so
Yeah.
I'll stay.
Yeah, so I probably reappear in the doorway.
Badger's sitting on the floor, suddenly like, damn it, I was tall. Stands up.
Nice of you to join us.
I mean, I wasn't not here.
Yeah, but you weren't able to participate in the conversation.
I was listening.
That's not participating.
She doesn't participate much with that conversation thing or reading.
That's a pity.
I read.
Out of character, like, yeah, and Ohm's really been the chatty Cathy. Trying to decide if I brought
you
the
a
thing
druid?
back in with me or not.
in a sense.
Nah, I probably just left it outside.
Sort of comes with the territory of living out here. No, I mean, it's got a bad connotation, but I'm the hag of the Ashwoods. My whole coven was out here. We took care of everything out here.
How long has it been since your coven was out here?
They all died, I don't know, a few months ago. Right when this whole thing really started getting bad.
So why didn't you pack up and go back to New Ashbury?
Because my place is out here taking care of things.
Okay, fair. I'm surprised no one else from New Ashbury hasn't come here either.
There's not much I can do.
I say, why would they? The freaking forest goes up on fire every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't used to do that. And Muriel used to come out here, and then she had her accident, and she can't get out here anymore.
What accident?
I don't know what exactly happened, but I mean, she lost half her right leg, I guess.
We didn't notice that, did we?
I'm the only one that knows that she was in a wheelchair.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause she was sitting at her desk every time you guys interacted with her.
Yeah, she visited me in jail and she was in a wheelchair.
I guess she was, okay. I thought she'd been moving around, but that's my imagination.
So, well, don't want to impose on you too much longer, and thank you for...
I mean, that'll
fix it.
only last 8-12 hours. That's not forever. I can't. Corruption can't just be gotten rid of that easy.
Fair enough.
That's
Is there a
what-
way to fully purify this corruption?
I'm trying, but I don't know if I can, because think the heart of this land is ruined, broken. Nothing's been right since the obsidian army burned through everything.
The who to what now?
The black armor.
Long time ago, before most of these people were here. Burned through everything. Killed damn near everyone.
Why would they do that?
I didn't stop to ask.
Fair.
Where is the heart of this world?
Beneath this temple.
How?
There.
Well,
Are we a high enough level to do this quest yet? We're gonna get our asses handed to us. Is there a save point?
do you know if would having 4 extra sets of hands help in any sort of purification ritual that you can think of?
If you're willing to take some hits.
Let me take a nap first.
I've been working on this spell for a long time, but it's bad down there. All my sisters died down there trying to do this.
Well,
I mean,
I'll help.
It's worth a shot. We've got nothing else other than get on a boat and leave.
I'm not disagreeing. I mean, I was only going to ask what else is beyond this. We were told to get on a boat and
Yeah,
go, but
if you hadn't been infected, it probably would have been the best plan. I've got no idea what the world is like outside of this. I've never left these forests. This is...
Well, who's to say the corruption won't follow us?
I'm not arguing, and like she said, if that hadn't been the case, it probably would have been fine. I'm just saying, I was just curious if anyone knows what's out there, because if no one knows, then that could just be
Lila's brother.
6 months of salt water.
Yeah, Lila's brother's the only person I can think of if she's still alive. And he's still alive. He had that stupid ship-shaped shop he wanted to open up. He was out on the boat all the time.
Yeah, we did see a flyer for that.
He was sure he could find a way out of this place, but I haven't seen him in... I mean, nobody comes here for a long time.
Well, that's a problem for another day, I think. I think our main problem is this corruption. If this is the source of your thingamajigs.
This
And
is the source of our woes? Yeah.
And the source of other things. I mean, is it possible that this is also what's causing the green flames?
Yeah, one of my sisters, I think, was probably the first one inflicted with that. She found some dwarf man out here trying to collect bright berries, and she burst into flames, and then he got that mark on his hand and fled. I guess probably took it right on back to Ashbury.
Probably.
That's what corruption does.
And if What's-Her-Face's body is there, God knows what else will come.
I love the downstairs neighbor's base.
I know,
It's
that's
helping the
super
situation. Well, if we can take a nap, a brief one, at least, maybe we can recover some.
Yeah, I don't have beds or anything to offer you, but
That's fine, I can sleep on a floor, I'll be alright.
We've got packs.
you're safe from the fires here. That's the best I can offer.
That's an improvement of the last place that we stayed.
In a treetop that caught fire. Yay.
I mean, did any of us actually look behind us to see whether or not it went up?
No,
No,
No.
it probably did.
I was too busy running.
As a horse, no less. Which was pretty awesome. But yes, if you would just give us a moment to rest.
I'll try to answer questions, but I don't know much help I can be.
Oh, if you say it's pretty bad down there, what should we expect if we're going back down?
Well, those crystals, they move And if they get broken, then the souls that are trapped in them come out. And then there's got shades to deal with and shadows, and there's a lot of people trapped down there.
When you say they move, are we talking turtle making its way across, or suddenly it's under your foot as you're trying to walk?
They're fast.
Oh, goody.
Like sentient creature fast?
Like crab fast.
Oh, good. I'm going to be proficient in flinging those.
I don't think we want to be flinging the crystals that we're explicitly not supposed to break.
But
Just thinking.
Well, so crystals. Anything else besides shades?
that's all I've been down there long enough to see.
So the crystals that have souls trapped in them, are they the ones that are like more dark in color?
And they're cloudy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't see why we're not already taking a nap.
Yeah,
That's me.
Ezekiel pulls out some stuff, makes himself some food from his supplies. And you said this is an old church. Are there still some, like, whole pews around?
Most of the pews have been sort of chopped up for firewood. There's maybe like a half a one still intact.
Nah.
But yeah.
It's basically, if there was a whole one,
Yeah.
stretch out on one.
Yeah,
Casually.
most of them look like they've been chopped up and
Okay.
destroyed for firewood.
Where's a good place I can sleep that's out of your way?
Room across the way has got a bed in it. Y'all can fight for that.
I'll take a floor.
Actually, just on out of character for a moment. Honest question: would Ezekiel just have a hammock, considering the sailor history?
Sure, you can have a hammock.
Okay. Finds a place to shrink up. And,
I guess I'm gonna go check out that room across the way. So Ophelia will trot on out of the room.
I'll follow. If there's any room under the bed, I'll sleep under the bed.
I guess I'll move so you can actually do that.
Get out of the doorway.
Whatever, I'm a
Blink,
live
blink.
creature.
Why are you bloody?
I don't have to worry about the glyph anymore.
does he not have to worry about the glyph anymore?
As far as he's concerned.
Okay.
Shrugs.
Alright. Go check out the room.
I'll I think I did that. Did I take that spell? I did. I'll wave my hands and create water. Do you need a bath?
No, I'm fine.
Jumps in on myself. Shakes it off.
Could you please not make a further mess in my house?
And I'll destroy water as well. Use 2 slots and now I'm gonna go sleep.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's a small, cozy room. There are fresh berries on a desk, and a small fireplace with a little fire in
I
it.
wish to investigate the berries that are on the desk.
Okay.
That's a 14.
They seem to be the bright berries you read about.
Yay! I forgot what those do.
That's unfortunate.
I know, right?
I immediately
Wow,
crawl under the bed.
They're going at it downstairs.
Really?
I crawl into bed and fall asleep.
Wow. Mike really picks it up too. Interesting. Sorry for the extra bass our downstairs neighbors are partying. Okay, yeah, there's room for you. It's kind of dusty, but it's okay.
I'll find a place in the T intersection and just sit against a wall.
Okay. Stew. Tea. Okay.
If she makes an offer of tea, Ezekiel will partake of tea.
Yeah, she basically sets up a kettle with tea and puts out a mishmash of kind of chipped and sad cups, and just lets you guys have whatever.
I'm assuming my glow bottle is no longer a glow
It is
bottle.
no longer glowing.
Rip glow bottle crab, we hardly knew ye.
Ezekiel steps outside. Just
My jar.
Get out, stupid motherfucker!
She goes back into the center room, but she leaves the door open behind her.
Okay. Yeah, I will take a nap.
Okay.
Or go to sleep.
Okay.
I plan on sleeping a full 8 hours.
Okay.
same.
Okay. Alright, so you guys get probably like the first real full night of sleep since it feels like you got here. It's kind of amazing. You wake up and you're like, is that what 8 hours of sleep feels like? Oh my god! It's like a college student after finals have ended. Glorious feeling. Yeah, and there is a simple breakfast and tea on the table.
Is
A series of...
Is it hardtack and beans?
It is not hardtack and beans. It is stew. With some berries.
No roll for dreaming?
Oh, I guess we should do that. And you get 2 rolls because you've missed one. Why? Okay. Who wants to roll first? I'm not rolling for you.
Not it!
I'll roll first.
Everyone roll to see who rolls.
2.
Okay. So you are sitting at an enormous table, and there is just like a meal fit for a king spread out in front of you.
Just awe.
So you're just like in just awe and amazement.
It's like, at least for the first moments, just taking it all in. Kind of that same reaction that most, or at least that I get whenever I watch like a Miyazaki animated food spread. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Yes. What does the rest of the area look like?
I figured that this would like a home, like a wealthy individual's home, not full on like big time royalty, but like someone very very well off that is able to host this sort of situation. I feel like I'm the first person there. It's currently just me. Now not sure if it's just because first person there or this is all for me.
It's all mine. Okay. Alright, who's next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Okay.
Rare one of my will die. Don't fuck me. Also a 2.
Okay.
You see a feast. You start waiting.
So you actually see yourself just sort of sitting around a campfire, and behind you is Badger braiding your hair. She's kind of grumbling while she's doing it.
Didn't we do this one?
Oh, you did, didn't
Yeah.
you?
I did do this
Because
one.
you've already rolled a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, roll again then.
Alright.
I was like, I can't tell if that's a scratch out or if that's just a weird mark. It's a scratch out.
15.
Okay. Okay, so you are crossing a very precarious looking bridge. And you can see Olm and Zeke and Badger on the other side of the bridge, just like, come on, come on. And you are just petrified and holding on for dear life.
I feel like it's foggy.
What's beneath you?
That's the problem. Because it's foggy, she doesn't know what's beneath her. There's not a sound of water. There's, like, I feel like there are definitely the sounds of, like, falling rocks. like little pebbles and stuff because everybody else is standing on the edge going, "Come on, idiot, let's move." And Ophelia's just like, "Nah, fam." So she hears the rocks hitting the edge as they fall, but she doesn't hear the sound of them hitting anything else. And that's, I guess, what has her terrified, is that she could just fall forever. And like when she looks up, she sees like this really high. You ever get that feeling when you look up and you just like freeze? Mm-hmm. That's sort of what the feeling Ophelia's feeling is. She looks up and she freezes, and she looks down and she freezes, and it's just like, oh, bad news bears. Yeah. Yeah.
So what are you three saying to her?
Come on, you got this. Let's
No,
go.
no, I don't.
Just one foot in front of the other. That's all you gotta do.
I feel like she would put her foot out and just hear the board creak and then immediately pull her foot back and be like, nope, it's not happening.
You can't stay there.
I'm gonna try and move, but it's not working.
Hey, remember that song we sung at the camp one night?
What?
You know, that song we sang.
The hell are you talking about?
The song we sang?
What the fuck are you talking about?
She's trying to remember a song that these two have sung, and she can't, so she's just like, that song!
That song that had notes and sounds!
Hint, you stupid assholes, help me out here!
Elbows.
Wildly elbowing
we
both
sing.
of them, starts punching Oma in the arm.
Nope, that's a 2. Nope, it's not getting it.
You're like,
What the fuck? Ow! Why?
It's like an elbow, not like a punch.
But still,
But like in
ow.
your kneecap, though?
Yeah, it's probably hitting a sensitive area regardless.
Hits the monk in the kneecap, the monk goes down. Ah!
Down into the abyss. Way to go.
No!
I used to be an adventurer, and then I took a dwarf to the knee.
Alright, that's going in the Twitch chat.
Oh, and what are you up to with watching this?
I'm contemplating how long until I pretend like I'm going to cut the bridge.
I was half expecting I start shaking the bridge.
No, but I might just get my glaive over, walk to the edge, and lift it, and be like, "You're going to be on one side of this bridge when this goes." Are you more afraid to be there or there?
I don't know what Ophelia would do, actually. I legitimately don't. I don't know if she
And I
would
think that's a
actually-
good spot to hang.
so
leave it in.
you are frozen in place.
Took a dwarf to the knee, threatening to cut the bridge, trying to remind me of that song that we sang at camp that one time. Fine.
Alright, Badger,
Unless he wants to do double dreams back to back.
Yeah, let me do one, then over and then back.
Okay.
Variety.
5.
Wouldn't even go in jail, right?
My poor chapstick took the brunt of it.
Okay. So there is a massive storm just pouring down on top of you. Like rain so thick that you can't even see in front of you. Lightning and thunder that seems like it could hit you at any point. And you are stumbling and scrambling through what you think are some pretty thick, gnarly woods, but you're not even sure where you are.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
You kind of described it already. I'm confused and I don't know where I am, and I feel like lightning could hit me any time.
Okay, fair enough. Do you have a clue where you're going?
You just said I don't.
Okay, do you have a clue where you're coming from?
You just said that I don't!
You can counteract that.
You just said that I don't!
Okay, fine. Is this your... What type of dragon are you again?
Blue.
Blue. That's lightning, right? Or is that ice?
That's lightning.
So is this like a vision quest? Or is this because you're fucking lost and you never meant to be here to begin with?
I don't know!
Oh, alright, Badger.
There's the d20.
Let's see what lovely memory
9.
you get today.
What warm, happy, fuzzy memories you get.
I've had not so happy, fuzzy memories. There was that one time I was dying.
Go on, shoot, get out.
Okay, 9. So you are also walking around woods. They're not familiar to you though. They're not your woods. But somehow just the thought in your head keeps going, well, this is where I have to live now. Better get used to it. What do these woods look like?
Thick, viney, lot of canopy. I think the woods she's used to are like thin, spindly trees. A lot of light can cascade in through the canopy. Low brush.
How are you feeling?
Disgruntled?
Alright. One more time.
9.
Okay. You have just won your first fight. What does it look like? I'm asking you to brain. I'm sorry. Was it like a
My head's
arena?
on my heads.
Is it
Are you small? Are you an adult?
I'm small. I'm happy about it. I really hated whoever I beat up.
okay? Did you use a weapon or your fists?
This.
Okay. Alright. That works. Okay. Yeah, you all wake up. There's a simple breakfast. A kettle with some, it's the same kettle, but it's got a fresh batch of tea in it.
Gotta drink that.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd say the first thing I do when I wake up is I look and see if there's anything.
It kind of looks like the marking is coming back.
I'm going to cut
It's
it back
not,
off.
It's not fully back, but...
Cutting it back off again.
Okay. Roll an attack.
You're just gonna do it here?
He's outside.
Oh,
Well, not outside.
He's
but
in the T intersection.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, yeah.
Seven again.
Okay. And make a con save to quiet yourself.
5.
Okay. You are not able to keep it quiet this time. So you kind of give a yelp of pain. You three here.
Ezekiel just kind of leans out. You okay there, bud?
Wait, how tall is Ezekiel?
Like 6 foot.
Okay. Ophelia will lean out underneath him. with her cup of tea also like kind of peering out
You're
down the
only
hallway.
6'8", right?
Why is everyone so tall?
Because you're a dwarf!
Welcome to my life. I ask myself that question every day of my life. How tall was he? I don't know. Tall. He was 5'4". Tall. I know, guys downstairs.
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
Okay.
I don't think Badger is fully awake to comprehend. You're just like a frazzled mess of like slightly unplaited hair, like pokes out from underneath the bed and is like, what's that?
I'm going to say I'm probably cursing Draconic, so.
So yeah, you just hear sort of rawr, 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 rawr.
How'd they go again?
No. No.
That's okay. We could capture that later.
Somebody make the dog shut up. Goes back under the bed.
You all right there,
I'm just going to grumble.
Okay, let's try this. Grumble twice for yes and once for no.
Not gonna say anything.
Well, he's dead. Alright, that's fine.
No, don't kill the puppy.
Yep, Ezekiel just goes back to his stew and spiked tea.
One day the flask will run out and it will be so sad.
Owen's not very interested in breakfast, so.
You said those were, bright berries? Can I roll a history to try and remember what the fuck bright berries do? History or nature? I'm trained in nature.
You can roll a nature.
Don't fuck me. You fucked me. That's a 5.
You have no clue. You know they were in one of the books, but you don't remember which book or what it said. But they're red. It was like
It's a whole procession of noises.
no, it's good.
It was. Sorry.
It was a hiccup and a burp. One after the other. It's an unfortunate side effect of me.
I mean, I've done something rather similar. It's not like, it's just,
I'm going to reintroduce myself again to the old lady. I know we got off on the wrong foot yesterday, but again, my name's Ophelia. What's yours?
Winley.
Winley, very nice to meet you. Winley, what do the bright berries do? I forgot.
They're sweet.
They're edible.
Yes. No, I just keep poisonous berries around in my house and leave them on plates for my guests to eat.
I don't. You could have also built up an immunity, or they help you build up an immunity to poison. Anyways, thank you so much.
You already drank the tea. That was what was poisoned.
Sweet, I'm going to die. Very excited about this development in my life. In addition to being possibly set on fire, I may die from tea poisoning.
Which we'll need to redo both of y'all's problem glyphs before we head out, because I don't want you flaring up in the middle of... I'm eating breakfast.
I'm sorry, I'm very excited.
I need you to chill.
I have 0 chill.
I took some notes. Don't bright berries, like, poof when the fire's near?
They do. They're a good warning system, but the fires don't come to the city anymore. The heart keeps us safe.
Fair enough.
Well, it used to really for sure keep us safe. Every once in a while one breaks through, as you can see by the rest of the buildings out here.
So wait, what happens to the bright berries? They
They turn to ash.
They turn to ash when fires are near. And they're also considered pretty much like one of the only dessert items in this area. They're one of the few sweets. And you had a pie of it at Lila's shop.
Yay!
You just didn't know it.
I'm going to become
Probably for the first hour and a half. After everyone starts moving around, Badger will slowly kind of emerge and then go about plaiting her hair and make sure that it's well kept for the most part.
Okay.
Shall we go poke the badger and tell her to hurry up, or do we want to just leave her to her own devices?
Meh.
Fair. Did you ever come back in after you were done cutting yourself, basically?
mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, would you like some tea or stew?
No thanks.
Oh, we haven't eaten in a while. That's not good. That's not healthy.
I'll be fine.
Oh, fucking eat some goddamn stew.
I want to get rid of these fucking glyphs.
I know. But I need you to eat something too.
If we want to survive whatever we're going to have to deal with, it's best for us to be at peak condition. Having us go down there, cut to ribbons by our own blades on an empty stomach and only the first night of sleep that we've had since we got here, probably not the best. So let's just leave it at cut by our own blades, fully fed up, and with a good night's rest. So we've got one of the 3 things down. Just eat some food.
What are you going on about?
We're gonna go fight some stuff and possibly die. It's gonna be great. I'm very excited.
That wasn't what you're going on about.
Anyways, eat some stew. And possibly poison tea. Ophelia will sip her tea as she maintains eye contact with Badger.
You're You're a weird one, Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle Toes, I don't know if I like it. I suppose I shall decide before I die. Sip this tea again.
Better decide fast if that tea is made of poison. Badger will pour herself a cup and just down the whole thing. Good thing I'm immune.
We're all going to die.
Oh, she's so glad you kept us in.
That's really sweet.
Alright, well, eat up. It'll take us a little while to get down to the heart. So, we should get it moving.
Fair enough.
Shoves food in face, eats.
Do we want to call it here or keep going?
Well, yeah. So you guys finish eating, and you head into the altar room, and beneath the altar in the center of the room, there is an old door that Wenley unlocks and opens, and you descend. And that's where we will end
Is
for
she coming?
tonight.
Is
She
she
is
coming
with you.
Okay. God, this is not going well.
Can
Our
I-
track record
yes,
of keeping it pieces.
Retroactively say that while I was braiding my hair, I was also picking my
Yes,
spells.
you can have your spells prepared.
Grazie.
Yes, Wenley is going with you down into the below.
I don't have high hopes for Winley. Rip Winley prematurely. We hardly knew ye.
Okay. And, yep, so that's what we're going to call it tonight. And we will not have game for this next week, so you'll have to wait till the week after next.
2 whole weeks!
Exactly the same amount of time you have to wait for Tales from Cyril.
Yay!
So the next time we have this game, we will also have Tales of Cyril. So remember. And tomorrow we have Tales from Cyril at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will continue down a crypt and hopefully kill some cults. No, I'm gonna kill the whole cult.
Murder!
I'm gonna find the cult itself and just kill it all.
Murder everybody.
That's my plan.
Just eradicate any literature, any
Everything.
scrap of
I'm
information
gonna
about
find
it.
that dude who comes to the bar regularly and annoy him to death.
Literally to death.
Literally. I need to learn Vicious Mockery so I can. Alright, well. Wow, that's my face really close.
Wow, that's your face.
Thanks, Internet, and we will see you all tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and not River of Tueriesal next week. So, bye!
Bye.
Boop.